The Australian government has indicated that it will acquire several types of weapons from the US. The focus is to get long-range strike weapons, especially for the naval domain. Australian Prime Minister Morrison stated, "I'm announcing, in addition to the acquisitions announced as part of the 2024 Structure Plan, that we will be enhancing our long-range strike capability, including Tomahawk cruise missiles to be fielded on the Royal Australian Navy Hobart-class destroyers, and Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missiles, extended range, for our Royal Australian Air Force capabilities." This comes just a day after Australia revealed it was planning to build 8 nuclear-powered submarines in cooperation with the United States and the United Kingdom through a trilateral defense cooperation pact dubbed Australia, United Kingdom, United States, or AUKUS. In this video, Defense Updates discusses how Australia plans to thwart Chinese aggression with 3 US-made weapons. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play online military-themed strategy game Conflict of Nations, which is played by millions of players worldwide. We talk a lot about military power and tactical plans of different nations on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? Conflict of Nations is set in the late 20th and early 21st century, fielding present-day and highly modern battlefield technology. At the core of the game is an exciting real-time combat system, placing players in control of an existing nation of this world and its army, pitting them against other gamers in a struggle for world domination. Units are moved across the map in real time, often taking hours to fulfill their assigned mission goals, allowing for a very deep level of strategic planning and integrated tactical execution. Forming lasting alliances or short-lived coalitions is an essential part of the modern military environment. Hence, Conflict of Nations allows players to form cooperative plans and teams in an all-out effort to conquer set objectives through the combined force of arms. Conflict of Nations can be played in PC or mobile. So why wait? Register yourself using the link in the description below and get 13,000 gold reward along with 1 month Security Council membership. The AGM-158 JASSM Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile is a low-observable, standoff, air-launched cruise missile developed by Lockheed Martin for the United States Armed Forces. It's a large, stealthy, long-range weapon with a 1,000-pound or 454-kilogram armor-piercing warhead, and it went into service in 2009. The AGM-158 is powered by a Teledyne CAE J402 turbojet. Before launch, the wings are folded to reduce size. Upon launch, the wings deploy automatically. There is a single vertical tail. An extended range version of the missile, the AGM-158B JASSM-ER Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile Extended Range, entered service in 2014. As per official remarks, these missiles will be integrated on Royal Australian Air Force, FA-18 Hornet and F-35A Lightning II fighter jets. JASSMs have a range of about 230 miles or 370 kilometers, whereas JASSM-ER has a range of 575 miles or 925 kilometers. AGM-158 JASSM and AGM-158B JASSM-ER enable the Australian Air Force to strike targets without having to get into the enemy's strike envelope. There's also a possibility that the JASSM-ER could potentially arm the RAAF P-8A Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft too. Viewers may note that Australia has 15 of these. Lockheed Martin continued work on the AGM-158 and AGM-158C is developed, which is an anti-ship variant and is named LRASM by the US military. The missile uses an inertial and jam-resistant GPS navigation system for the initial phase of the journey A two-way data link is present for mid-course guidance, and a radio frequency and infrared sensor is activated in the terminal phase. The warhead is potent enough to cripple a large warship. This is especially important considering China's massive naval fleet. Any possible aggression from China against Australia will most likely see the People's Liberation Army Navy (PLAN) playing a major role, as the two countries are separated by waters. In a recent report submitted to U.S. Congress annually, the Pentagon has stated, "The PRC has the largest navy in the world, with an overall battle force of approximately 350 ships and submarines, including over 130 major surface combatants. In comparison, the U.S. Navy's battle force is approximately 293 ships as of early 2020. Speaking at a press conference, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for China, Chad Spragia, said that China was on course to expand its fleet to 360 vessels by the end of 2020. As per reports, Tomahawk missiles will be integrated into 3 Hobart-class destroyers of the Royal Australian Navy. These are modern warships having 7,000-ton displacement and currently optimized primarily for air defense roles. Tomahawk is a long-range, all-weather, jet-powered, subsonic cruise missile. It was designed and initially produced in the 1970s by General Dynamics. At least 6 variants and multiple upgraded versions have been introduced since then, including air, sub, and ground-launched variants, and conventional and nuclear-armed ones. Tomahawk uses a liquid-fuel turbojet engine because it enabled greater range than a rocket engine of roughly the same size. A slower speed also makes low-altitude flight more viable, which in turn makes the missile much more difficult to detect by radar. Depending on the variant, the missile has a maximum range of 1,550 miles or 2,500 kilometers. The latest is the Block 5 variant, which has 2 types, 5A and 5B. The Block 5A variant will be called Maritime Strike. It will have a new seeker capable of hitting a moving target, so it could be used to target a rival's surface combatants. The target information in the variant could be updated in flight. The warhead is geared towards destroying enemy warships. Block 5B features the JMEWS, or Joint Multi-Effects Warhead System. The new warhead was first announced in 2010 and tested in 2014. It's a 2-stage warhead that combines blast fragmentation and enhanced penetration in one warhead. It will be able to destroy a wide variety of targets, soft targets like parked aircraft, as well as hardened targets like bunkers. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.